Hello, everyone. Before we begin this edition of a Funko Podcast, we'd like to take a 10-second moment of silence for the late, great Chadwick Boseman. Thank you, and Wakanda forever.
Like, comment, and subscribe for more content.
What's up, guys? Welcome to this edition of a Funko Podcast. I'm MD Shady.
And I'm DK Wrestler. And today we got quite a bit of Funko Pop announcements for you guys. I kind of sound monotone just to let you guys know, just because of the fact that while we were actually recording the Office podcast last weekend, I had some major malfunctions as terms to my headset, and it kind of crapped the bed. So I unfortunately have to use some Apple headphones at the moment as some sort of mic, but hopefully very soon I'm going to be ordering, and I should have done it a long time ago, buy a blue snowball mic off of Amazon, which is a great microphone to use, especially because we used to use it in our Comtech class in high school, and it worked pretty good. So hopefully I'm able to get one of those along with a nice filter to go on top of it, and then probably finally order that 4-liter jug of Frank's Red Hot while I'm at it, because why the hell not? I put that on everything. So anyways, for today's podcast, we got ourselves, obviously, we're going to have the return of What's the Haps, because last week we had our top 10 list and quite a bit of Funko Pops, so we couldn't add it there. We obviously have the remaining Funko Pops of August 2020. We bring the segment, The Update. After that would, of course, be the first set of September 2020 Funko Pops. And then to end it off, we will be discussing the details of the 250 subscriber giveaway. Yes, guys, we have surpassed 250 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Thank you to everyone who had subscribed to us. We actually kind of teased the giveaway on our Mystery Mini Wars video. We had actually mentioned it. So without further ado now, let's kick off with What's the Haps, where we discuss what's happened in the last, 2 weeks, since we couldn't do What's the Haps last week due to our top 10 list. So, MD, what's the Haps with you?
Oh, man. So, honestly, not a lot changes in my life, to be honest. But I'll just bring you through what has gone on in the last, we'll say, week and a half to 2 weeks. So, starting with work, we're really starting to pick up at work again. It's kind of becoming like this whole pandemic thing is over and people are eating out again, and we have been swamped. I've been so busy with work, and honestly, it has been taking a toll on me. I've been working long hours, like almost 11 hours a day, and on your feet running around for that long, it really does just drain you. So I've been pretty dead. But besides that, I've been playing Pokemon Go like always, and I even caught a shiny on my way home today, and it was a shiny Murkrow, which is awesome. It's my first shiny in like almost 3 weeks, so I'm really pumped for that. I've been golfing always as well. I've been playing a lot of WWE 2K19 just because 2K20 really sucks. And really all I've been playing on that is Universe Mode, and you'd be happy to know that Matthew Mounty has held the title of the Canadian Championship for 3 fights now he's been in, and all 3 of them have been against the Big R, and you've won all 3 fights. And I've been playing some VR, obviously, because that's something new in my life. And man, it's so much fun. I have about 4 or 5 games now, and they're great. I'm probably going to play some Rec Room once we're done with this podcast. Probably do some laser tag or some paintball. So that's about it for me. But what's the haps with you?
What's the Haps with me? There's quite a bit. I listed some things down. Of course, I've been going to the gym every other day, like I said the last time we did What's the Haps. But actually, when I go to the gym, right after we finish recording this podcast, there's actually a new rule where even when you're working out, you have to wear some sort of face wear. So luckily enough, I've actually invested in a face shield, which has worked really well with me because I'm actually able to breathe through the face shield, unlike the face mask. Other than that, I have been playing Pokemon Go also because there's that new task that's going on, except the fact that I'm an idiot and didn't realize that I needed the Weedle that I got while completing the first one to evolve it, and now I can't find any Weedles to catch so I can evolve. So
Oh,
now
really? I've seen a few of them even just today.
Hashtag Pokemon hates me. Other than that, As terms to TV shows and movies, I obviously finished watching The Office, rewatching it for I think the second or third time, and it's so amazing to watch that series, especially not only for preparation for our Office podcast at the end of the month, but actually for those that might not know, Office is leaving Netflix in January because NBC is doing their own Netflix streaming service. So I think The Office is going on there, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, because it's a part of NBC also, is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But yeah, I have been watching The Office, and I actually watched only one episode though, just because I wanted to see how it was, is The Office UK. The last 2 weekends, for some reason, the last 2 Sundays, WWE has had pay-per-views. So they had SummerSlam 2 weeks ago, which was a pretty good event, actually. A lot of their pay-per-views lately have been meh, including actually last week's pay-per-view Payback. That was meh, but SummerSlam, pretty good. Shocker in the main event with Roman Reigns coming back. My favorite match, though, would probably have to be Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins in the street fight. Payback, yeah, I wasn't really the biggest fan of Payback. Yeah, the main event, of course, was the triple threat no holds barred match. I don't know why they call it a no holds barred triple threat, even though it technically would already be, because there's already no disqualifications and no countouts in a triple threat. But yeah, it's definitely confirmed, if you haven't heard yet, that Roman Reigns is officially a heel, especially because he is a Paul Heyman guy, and it is nuts. And he's also the Universal Champion. So it's going to be pretty interesting. I made some pretty bold early predictions. I think The Fiend will fight Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for the Universal Championship. And I think during Roman Reigns' reign, that I think I'm going to guess the December pay-per-view, he will defend the belt against Big E of the New Day. I'm excited to see a potential Big E and Roman Reigns match. I think that would be really, really cool. I watched Black Panther. Yes, mainly because of Chadwick Boseman's passing, unfortunately, this past Saturday. But also just because I've been wanting to rewatch it again, because it's actually such a great movie. While watching it for the first time in preparation for watching Endgame last year, definitely top 5 favorite MCU movies. If you haven't seen it yet, I would recommend watching Black Panther. And it sucks that we probably won't be getting a Black Panther 2. And I also watched A Bug's Life, just because of one particular pop that we're going to be talking about later on in the podcast. Totally forgot how great of a movie A Bug's Life is. It's totally one of those underrated Pixar films. Like, when people think of Pixar, I find obviously Toy Story comes to mind, and then I feel Monsters, Inc. as the number 2 Pixar movie. I find people don't mention A Bug's Life enough. So I loved watching that movie again. I really enjoyed it. So now we're going to move on to the August 2020 Funko Pop announcements, the remaining Funko Pop announcements for August 2020, which, like we mentioned last week, we would be kicking off by discussing the announcement that was made on August 26th. And that is the new wave of South Park Pops, which this set we have common pops of Faith One Cartman, Jersey Kyle, Osimo, Butters as Majorine, I don't even know how to pronounce that name right, Princess Kenny, Shadow Hachi Stan, and then an FYE exclusive Unmasked Osimo, which those are expected to be released as early as November 2020. Then the next day on the 27th, Chalice Collectibles had announced their own exclusive pop of a Venomized Thor, which this is available for pre-order now on their website, but is expected to release as early as December 2020. And then the next day on the 28th, Funko had confirmed on the Funko app of a Diamond Collection Macho Man Randy Savage, a part of the new WWE lineup that we actually did discuss last week, in which in the app it discusses that it will be a EB Games / GameStop exclusive, and it's unknown of when this is going to release due to the fact that this was confirmed on the Funko app and not like on GameStop's website itself. And then on that same day, Pop Culture had confirmed an exclusive Funko Pop of Michael Jordan in a red warm-up suit, in which this is available now through Pop Culture's website, but is expected to release in the US at a later date, and it's supposedly going to be a Fanatics exclusive. On August 30th, Target had announced their own exclusive pop of a CB6B Galaxy's Edge droid, which this was, I don't know if it was available for pre-order or it was actually available for purchase, but since then, it has sold out, so I'm going to assume that later on down the line, if it is a pre-order, that there will be definitely one more restock guaranteed. And then on that same day, Funko had announced a pop rides of Harry, Ron, and Hermione on Gringotts Dragon, which obviously is a part of the Harry Potter lineup, and this is expected to release as early as November 2020. And then on the last day of August, August 31st, which was this past Monday, Funko had finally confirmed, and we kind of discussed about this either a week or two ago, of Wave 2 of Alien Remix, which is where I was going to get to about Bug's Life. So this set of Funko Pops, we got common pops of Alien as Mater, Randall, Sully, Roz, Mrs. Incredible, Eve, and Wally, with exclusive pops of, for some reason, a re-announcement once again of the metallic Zurg that will be going to Hot Topic, the re-announcement that we talked about last week of Elastigirl going to FYE, but then 2 new pops that weren't previously announced, 2-pack of Tuck and Roll, which is from Bug's Life, and then we have a specialty series exclusive Joy from Inside Out. But not only that, there will be a common 10-inch Alien as Sully, which these are expected to release, I think, some point this month. I know it's available already on the Funko Shop website, but it'll probably reach, everywhere by the end of September, maybe early October is my guess. So the South Park pops, South Park is one of those shows that I enjoy when it randomly, sporadically goes on TV, but it's not a show that I don't think I would take the time to actually go and binge watch through. It's not because it's a bad show. It's just, I don't know. There's so many other TV shows I got to watch. South Park is not on the top of my mind, but these pops are pretty cool. I know a lot of people were hyped for both Osimo and the Faith One Cartman. Venomized Thor. This is so good in detail. This is definitely one of the best Venomized pops that Funko has made. I love the detail when it comes with the tongue and the teeth. I noticed that they actually used the same base for this pop as they did with the Captain America pop for Endgame and then the Venomized Storm. But overall, the detail is just great, and a lot of people are hyped for it. The only bad hype for this is I'm pretty sure the fact that this costs 20 US on the website. So automatically, if you're from Canada trying to order this already, that'd be 30 Canadian at least. The Diamond Collection Macho Man Randy Savage, I don't know exactly whether I hate this pop or I like this pop, because I could see myself hating it because it's Diamond Collection, but liking it because it's Randy Savage, and the fact that I feel like Diamond Collection could make sense for Macho Man Randy Savage because of his different flamboyant attires, that I feel like he could have some sparkly effects when it comes to his attires. The Michael Jordan in the red warm-up suit, I think this is all right. I mean, of course, they're going to keep continuing doing Michael Jordan pops. It's not the best Michael Jordan pop, obviously. We all know that the original common one is the best, but this one's all right because I don't think we've ever seen a basketball pop with a jumpsuit on. I think that's really cool that they've decided to do that. I have a feeling, though, that this is a recipe for a major reprint. They're going to do black jumpsuit, a white jumpsuit. And of course, Fanatics makes sense because it's a sporting website and they already have some hockey exclusives, so might as well add basketball to that lineup. The droid, the 6 whatever bunch of random numbers droid, Galaxy's Edge Target exclusive, it's all right. I mean, it's not the greatest. It kind of gives me, once again, that orange creamsicle vibe like the Artist Series 0 from last week, but it's still an all right pop, and of course it's sold out, so obviously there's some hype there. The Harry Potter Pop Rides, it's also pretty cool because of the fact that I don't think we've ever had a Pop Rides where it has more than one character on it. But the detail on the dragon alone is really nice also. Then the Alien Remix Pops, which, man, I really love this wave just because you got more varieties of different Pixar movies rather than the last wave. I think it was more focused between Toy Story and Up, but there were some other ones to kind of go with it. Of course, one of the biggest focuses on this wave is Monsters, Inc. because you got 3 characters from Monsters, Inc. Mater from Cars, I really like this one because Alien here has these kind of cool jazz hands going on, and then the fact that the little ball that you would normally see for the top of Alien is just what you would see as the light for Mater, which is really, really cool. The Alien as Randall is so awesome, and I love the facial expression that he has with the diabolical hands, because that's how Randall is in Monsters, Inc. The Sully, really cool. I hope there's a flocked one made in the future. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, or possibly New York Comic-Con. The Roz one is so awesome, especially because, once again, the facial expression, using the hair, the glasses, and just the lipstick that is on this pop. Really nice touch to this. Mrs. Incredible, it's all right. The Eve pop, I feel like this is the pop that is like the least favorite of mine, just because there's nothing really going on. But at the same time, there's nothing really going on with Eve as it is. So I can't really say that it's bad, but still all right. But Wally's a really good one, honestly. I love how it's almost like Alien is wearing a Halloween costume at this point. And that's the same thing that probably goes with Mater, where it's kind of like this Halloween costume that he's wearing. The exclusive pops, obviously, I'm not going to talk about the Zurg and the Elastigirl because we previously talked about that here on a Funko Popcast. But Tuck and Roll from Bug's Life, it was weird because when I was looking at these, I'm like, God, why do I keep forgetting what Tuck and Roll is? And that was basically the reason I watched A Bug's Life, just to see where Tuck and Roll is. And it's like the two circus bugs, which really, really nice. The specialty series Joy, I actually like this because this is actually the first alien pop that isn't green color. Like, it's got this peachy color and it looks really, really cool the way that it is with this color. And you even have the hair and even the facial expression. Really, really nice. So I can't wait to order this off of K-Dog and Fish because I know they'll get it because it's a specialty series pop. And then the 10-inch Sully, I still have yet to obtain the 10-inch Woody pop. So I'm definitely hoping to get that and the 10-inch Sully to add to my collection. These Alien Remix pops, they are really, really nice.
So I was super pumped to see that there's a new South Park lineup. But one thing that's kind of disappointing is it is a lot of new variants, I guess, where it's characters we've seen before in different costumes or different moments, I guess, from the show. Whereas I kind of want to see like some characters we haven't seen before. And I know I say that a lot, but I guess that's just kind of how I am. I want to have everybody before I have some of the cool variants that we're getting, which I still respect it because I do really like these pops. The Awesemo is really, really cool. I guess you could say he's awesome. I'm obviously going to get these. I have most of the other South Park pops, and I do want to have a full South Park collection at some point, so I will definitely need to get these. The FYE one is pretty cool as well. I like that they took the head off. I think it could have been a chase, though, rather than just an FYE exclusive, and I think there might have been a little bit more hype for it that way. But nonetheless, these South Park pops do look good, but I kind of want to see some characters like maybe Cartman's mother or some of the other parents, just other characters we haven't seen before. But this is still great, and it's cool that they want to continue doing South Park pops. The Venomized Thor, this thing looks amazing. It looks really, really cool, and the detail is spot on. I love how the tongue is hanging out of the mouth. There's just so much going on with this pop, and it makes it look really, really nice. My only gripe about this pop is where the other Venomized characters look like they're Venomized, this kind of just looks like Venom went as Thor for Halloween. That's the only thing I don't like about this pop. Besides that, it's a really, really great pop. The Diamond Collection Macho Man, this is how you do Diamond Collection. I'm so happy, and I even think it was just a podcast or two ago where I said I give up on Diamond Collection. They're doing things wrong. They need to really change my mind soon, and somehow Funko listened and they did something right. This makes so much sense because, like you said, Macho Man does wear all these flamboyant colors. He also does have the outfits where, like, his tassels and his attire has, like, sparkles, I guess you could say, on it. I like how it looks to me from this artwork, at least, that it's going to be the red on the hat, the red and green and orange, I guess you could say, on the arms, and the red on the black vest jacket part, I guess. It doesn't look like the rest will be glittery, and I think that's perfect because I think this thing will look amazing. The Michael Jordan, this is all right. Obviously, like you said, they're going to keep pushing out Michael Jordans and they're going to sell. So that's awesome. And also, like you said, it's kind of a newer NBA pop because we haven't seen anybody in like a jumpsuit like this before. And I could see this going far, like you said, where we could have black, we could have white, and we could also have some other characters where they have their jumpsuits, which would be great if they don't push it too much. The CB6B from Star Wars, this is all right. The Harry Potter pop, I forget what you said the name of the dragon was.
It was a Gringotts dragon. Like, there wasn't
Okay,
a
right.
specific name.
Yeah, I mean, the detail on this thing looks so amazing. I love the color of the eyes. It's so cool. It's like a robin egg blue with that pink around it, and then you have like the scratches on the face and the wings, which looks so nice. And like you said, we have a pop ride that has more than one character on it, and there's even not two, but three characters on this pop. So that's really, really cool. That gives me hopes for some great pop rides down the road. The new Alien Remix pops, some of these are really great. Like you said, that Randall looks really awesome. Obviously, the Roz is definitely the best one. I mean, if there's ever a way to do an Alien Remix figure, that's how you do it. That thing just looks so great. They even put the mole on there, which is just so amazing. And lipstick, that's wicked. I really, really love that pop. I do have a problem about the Mater, though. I think it is a really good touch and really intuitive to put the light as his antenna. I don't know, maybe I'd have to see this pop in person and see it from like a side angle. But like you said, it kind of just looks like he's in a costume, which I mean, I guess is kind of the point of these. But that one's just a little bit too, I made a cardboard box and I jumped in it kind of thing, if you know what I'm saying. Whereas the rest of them look like real costumes in a sense. The Wally also does look really cool. At first when I was looking at it, I'm like, okay, that one's kind of similar to the Mater, but I think that one is done a lot better. So I like that one more. Then, like you said, the Joy. We have an alien that's not just green, which is cool because it makes sense because Joy kind of has to be that color or else it kind of just looks like alien with blue hair and a dress.
All right, so now we're going to move on to the updates, which obviously, like usual, we're going to kick off with MD Shady, which I know last week he totally forgot about those PlayStation pops. So we know that at least one or two will make it to his top 10 list now. We'll see which pops made it to his top 10 list.
Normally, when I do my top 10 list, it's mostly pops that I like. I like to kind of throw in some of the hyped pops in there too, because there's just some pops that I don't personally want for my collection, but I know are great pops. So sometimes they go on my top 10 list. But I'd say this month is just stuff I really wanted because there was so much great stuff. And starting at number 10 is Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother. It's a pop that isn't amazing detail-wise, but it really does look like the character. And considering it's a human character, that's pretty good. At number 9, I have a pop that I'm so sad that I forgot about last week because this is just such a great pop and I can't wait to get this. It is the Snoopy and Woodstock Deluxe pop where he's on the doghouse. So amazing. And when I think of Charlie Brown or Peanuts, that's what I think of. And I'm so happy that that is being recognized in pop form. Number 8 is Osimo. Not the FYE one, the common with the head on. Then number 7 is the Ratchet and Clank 2-pack. I'm also upset that I forgot about that 2-pack last week, but it's on the list now and it's at number 7. And then, so my 6 and down are the same except for my number 5 spot, which was Macho Man Randy Savage. And it is now Macho Man Randy Savage with the glitter.
Oh, so it's
I
just
think
a
the
little...
Diamond Collection Edition is just so much better, so it beats out the common and it takes the number 5 spot.
So only one pop was added to my list. My original number 10 is gone, which I guess I'll do a spoiler alert because it's only one pop. That it was Kevin Malone with the tissue box shoes, which I was disappointed for it to leave that list. So now my number 8 and 9 have moved down, and from 7 to 1, it stays the same. So my number 8, I had to choose the Chalice Collectibles exclusive Venomized Thor. I think the detail on that is so great. I think it was just came down to detail and hype of why it basically made a spot and forced Kevin to move out of the top 10 list. All right, so now moving on to the September 2020 Funko Pops, which there's some pretty good pops, honestly, and we're only 2 days in September because we are recording this on September 2nd. Kicking off for September, right on September 1st, I should say, Funko had re-announced the Disneyland 65th anniversary lineup with, the train set, but 2 new pops, more specifically, 2 pop towns have been announced for this set. So announced by Funko, we got Mickey Mouse with Sleeping Beauty's Castle Pop Town, which this will be a common, and also announced, which I know a lot of people were hyped for, is a Disney Parks exclusive Walt Disney holding Mickey Mouse with Sleeping Beauty's Castle Pop Town, in which the Mickey Mouse Pop Town is available now at Funko stores, and I think it's made it to some retailers, but I think it will be available for the majority of retailers at least by the end of September, so should be available very soon. And then on that same day, the Funko app had confirmed a metallic Wolverine that I'm pretty sure from photos I've seen, it's part of a Pop and Tea bundle, and it's, of course, exclusive to Target, in which I think from what I've seen on the Funko app, it does say available now, so I'm going to go with that. And then today, Funko had announced a brand new, wave of Elvis Presley Funko Pops, which I was pumped to see. So we got technically 4 variants of Elvis Presley. We have 3 commons, which one is Blue Hawaii, Jailhouse Rock, the 1968 Comeback Special, and then we have an Entertainment Earth exclusive Diamond Collection 1968 Comeback Special, which these are expected to release as early as November 2020. So the Pop Towns, They both look really cool, honestly. The Mickey Mouse, it's like band Mickey, which is pretty cool. And just the detail on the castle with the bricks, the door, and kind of like the roofings that are there, so amazing. The fact they made a pop of Walt Disney and he's holding, I guess I would say, a plush of Mickey Mouse is so great. I think it's well deserved, honestly. And I think it totally makes sense for this to be a Disney Parks exclusive. At the same time, I'm thinking, like, why does it have to be the same building? I feel like at this point you could just get one or the other, and then you can get a separate pop of probably that Mickey, because obviously so far this is probably the only way that you're going to get a Walt Disney pop of the man himself who created the whole thing. But it's still super cool. The metallic Wolverine, what's weird about this is that I looked through this on the Funko app, and you can actually see, you can tell that this is the Wolverine that was made for like the first appearance Marvel 80th anniversary, but the box isn't a Marvel 80th anniversary box. But through more photos I've seen, the back of the box has the same thing as the Marvel 80th, where it shows the comic book that it's a part of. But I guess like with the detail, it's all right. And then you got Elvis Presley, which this is awesome. One thing that really makes me love these pops is the fact it's got a mouth. Just because I feel like with Elvis, you need a mouth, especially because he does the ho ho, like that whole dealio. Going one by one, Blue Hawaii, really, really cool. He's got the ukulele. I think my favorite, though, has to be Jailhouse Rock, just because I just find like he's got the dancing going on. You know, his eyes are closed, which is just wicked. The 1968 comeback special, that's not a bad pop. I mean, the commons all right, but the Diamond Collection now, two things I like about this. One is your point about when you mentioned earlier about Macho Man Randy Savage and how this is where it makes sense for Diamond Collection as terms to attire, because it really looks nice as terms to, you know, a normal attire that like a rock and roll star would wear. And it's a different color while being Diamond Collection, which is really, really nice. And if I had to choose between the common and the exclusive, I obviously would go with the exclusive pop, just because I find it looks better. Plus, especially when you're wearing black and your hair is practically black, it's too much black. So to have this kind of silver glittery effect and then going with the black hair just makes the hair and the attire stand out really well. So I really like it. And also, I didn't even realize till now, the microphones are different too, because the common has a black handle with like the black line on the actual microphone itself, like the speaker, but then the microphone is white on the Diamond Collection, which really nice touch, Funko.
So yeah, you completely stole the words out of my mouth about these pop towns with the Disneyland. One of these should not be a pop town. Or if they wanted to keep them a pop town, let's see a different house. I've seen it on comments before. People want to see a Mickey Mouse with the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse from the show, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And that would be really cool. So why didn't they just do that instead of this band Mickey? Just do maybe a more cartoony looking Mickey and then the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and then have the Walt Disney with Sleeping Beauty's castle, because obviously that is a huge, iconic part of Disney. It's even part of their logo, really. That would just make more sense to me. But that being said, the Mickey does look really great. The Walt Disney also looks so awesome. So cool to have a Walt Disney pop. It's so cool that they had that little extra touch of having Mickey in his hands, which really reminds me of the Jim Henson pops with the Kermit and the Ernie. Just makes so much sense. The metallic Wolverine, this is cool. I'm a huge fan of Wolverine. I always have been. And I think the metallic looks really nice with that yellow and the blue. Obviously the black as well. But I kind of wish it was like our more newer generic version of the yellow Wolverine rather than his first appearance. But that's still kind of cool, and I'm sure people will love that pop. Seeing these Elvis pops today, that was great. It's really refreshing. It's cool to see pops that we've seen before in a new style, especially when some of those pops can be quite pricey nowadays. So seeing new Elvis pops was so great. I think all four of them look really good. The Jailhouse Rock one's really cool. And then the Diamond Collection one is also really great. And I was even going to mention, but you even caught it just in time, that, yeah, the microphone's different as well, which is a really, really great touch. But I love the Blue Hawaii one. And if you don't think that one's the best one, you're wrong.
Alright guys, so now we're going to be talking about our 250 subscriber giveaway, which yes, this past Saturday we actually surpassed 250 subscribers right here on YouTube, which thank you to everyone who had subscribed to our YouTube channel, which now here on the podcast we are going to be discussing about the 250 subscriber giveaway, which will be shared through all four social media platforms that we practically use, which will be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and right here on YouTube. So I'm basically going to describe the rules that are involved in this giveaway. Actually, I should say before that, we should reveal what the giveaway is actually. So the giveaway that we are doing for 250 subscribers is a PX glow-in-the-dark Iron Man, which will come with 2 Venomized mystery minis. One is Thanos and the other is Captain America, to kind of go along with that scene in Endgame a bit. So, kicking off with the rules for Facebook. So, you have to like our page on Facebook at a Funko Popcast, like the photo that's provided there, comment in the comment section below Popcast250 and tag 3 friends, along with sharing the post publicly and using the hashtag Popcast250. Then the rules for Twitter. Follow our Twitter account at a Funko Popcast, like the photo, comment in the comment section below Popcast250 and tag 3 friends, and retweet publicly using the hashtag Popcast250. So your Twitter account must be public in order for it to be eligible. The rules for Instagram. You must follow our Instagram page at a Funko Popcast, like the photo, comment Popcast250 and tag 3 friends in the comment section below, and then repost the photo on your feed, not your story, publicly, and use the hashtag Popcast250, which, yes, for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, your accounts must be public, or else you are not eligible. We will not accept you if you are a private account on either social media platform. And the last social media platform is, of course, YouTube, where we are celebrating the 250 subscribers for, which, first of all, you must be subscribed to our channel, whether you are just subscribing or you're already previously a subscriber on our YouTube channel, in which your account, once again, it must be public. So if we look through our subscription list and we see your account and you've followed all the rules, then you will be eligible. But if we can't see your profile, then you must turn on your settings to be a public profile, and that you'll be eligible then. And then click like on our recent podcast, which would be the podcast you are currently listening to right now, posted September 4th, 2020, and comment in that section below for that podcast, Popcast250, and your email to contact you, since YouTube doesn't have the option anymore to have direct message. So list your email so that we can contact you if you win and you are joining the giveaway from YouTube. For this giveaway, like you may have seen in the bottom of the photo, this is only available for residents of both Canada and the US. The giveaway for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram starts on Saturday, September 5th at 12 p.m. EST. And here on YouTube, though, the giveaway will actually begin right now if you are listening to this on the day of release on Friday, September 4th. Just because we're celebrating 250 subscribers on YouTube, we're just going to give the early advantage to any YouTube accounts that want to join the giveaway. But with all 4 social media platforms, the giveaway does end at 12 p.m. EST 1 week later on September the 12th, on the Saturday, from when the other social media accounts get to join the giveaway. So hopefully you guys like this giveaway, and you can even try and do this on all 4 social media accounts if you have all 4 to join the giveaway.
But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this week's podcast. If you enjoyed this week's edition of a Funko Popcast, smash that like button. Comment in the comment section below on what your favorite pops were from this week. Let us know your opinions on Elvis Presley, the new Alien remix. Press that subscribe button for more content like this podcast and any other videos we do on this channel in the future. And press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. Also, if you haven't yet, follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at a Funko Popcast. It'll be listed in the description below. But anyways, guys, thank you for listening to this week's podcast. We hope to see you guys next week, and we hope you guys join us for our 250 subscriber giveaway. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.
Elvis has left this video. Oh, peace in, peace out.